So, hello everyone and welcome back to some Ash of Gods. Yes, and then Swedish. But welcome back to Ash of Gods here on Twitch and later on also into YouTube. And I hope you will be enjoying and hopefully everyone has had a good time and everything. Thomas thing in Swedish, yes. Do you need to translate Finnish from the end to start of sentence to like Japanese? No, that is not a thing. Of course. And yes, hey YouTube. Let's go and continue. We got into a new chapter last time around. So we are again back to this guy who we originally started with, as in this dude. The really charactery. There's only one way to go, which is through this Odalan Pass first and foremost. Though the road running through the mountain valley between the Albius Menhir and the Hiharan Tower. The border of Jirana, a way to get to the old Gebonan Road and the Perkanan Road. The valley itself is wide and shallow and well traveled year round. And why can't I move now? Well, whatever. Odalan Pass. I assume that we are going into the same location as we did with the other group, but we can choose a little bit different routes if we so wish. So that should be interesting enough, nonetheless. Hopper Ruli, you feel the reaping grow stronger. Its shadow falls upon you. The curse that crippled your arm is heading to your heart. If you give up and feed some of your power to the enchantment, you can prevent the reaping from growing in strength. If you resist and save your energy, the dark magic will tighten its grip on the world. This is so weird though, because you can always change this, so yeah, I'll just do it on the story way. So I will resist the curse, so we will let the reaping go into higher difficulty, yay! The reaping is growing stronger, but I could always just go and say, nope, let's go and take that back. The reaping grows stronger. Terminum plunges into chaos. The plague rages, pitting people against each other. Yet you gather the energy to end this once and for all. Hopefully, it works. You catch up with a squad of Insanan soldiers. They look odd, poor Perkanan troops, faces painted black and hair woven into dual braids. What the hell was his voice? I should always remind myself what is the voice. Hello Mercy, Eshik, welcome. I think it was Anita, right? So welcome Anita. And hello. And yes, I wouldn't be able to know. And yeah, Finnish word order is pretty like a lax, yes. It's similar to English. I'm not totally talking from, yeah, I'm not a linguist. Yes, I wouldn't be able to know what Platonis said. Yes, Anita. You have admitted that you are Russian, Platonis. You have admitted it. We know where you live. Yes, hello. Is there Russian? Yes, there was Russian. Platonis should be... Actually, I'm gonna repeat what Platonis said so you can translate it to us, Anita. You could be helping us understand what Platonis wrote, because no one else understands. But you do, I'm sure. So... Name translates as Dead Hedgehog. I think we remembered that, yeah. I did remember that. I just saying what you said, because I'm wondering what you said, because I don't understand that. Well, technically she said everyone was nice, but I think I count them on everyone, I think. But anyways, welcome Anita. It's nice to see you. I hope your week has been good. Okay, so I think he had a pretty low voice. I've heard about these black snows. cheers. With gold and mock windows or the night watch. This is so funny. Do I wanna laugh at them with ache? Sure, I'm gonna laugh at them with ache. You can't help but smile too. The Izanan warriors do look funny. You overhear some of them complaining about the suit and sweat running down their faces. The squad's origins is no laughing matter, but there's no need to dampen Ache's merriment. These days, it's too rare of a commodity. Yes. So, I think I went last time into here, then through the Curse Grove, and then into here. Let's just go through here somehow this time around, like into here, I think. Yeah. So, Berkana village first, yes. Unfortunately, but I think that's fine. A well-trodden highway marked with posts and road signs frequently patrolled by the Cheranan Guard. Let's travel onwards to that direction. And yes, Anita can write. How are you? I am doing okay at least, if you're asking me. So, I'm doing fine. Don't embarrass me. I didn't embarrass you. You wrote it yourself before. So. But, okay. You stop in a tiny village to buy fresh bread from a roadside bakery. An ancient man with a crooked cane hobbles closer. His droopy eyes rest on you for a moment, and then he kneels before you. He tells you that he recognizes you, saying that you were once his teacher, and that you traveled the roads of Berkana together some 80 years ago. You grab him by the shoulders and yank him to his feet, then quickly send him away with a handful of coins. Yup, you don't want them to know how old you are, or how eternal. Ache mounts his horse, rips a chunk from the hot loaf, and washes the simple meal down with a jug of fresh milk. What was that about, Hopper? Tell me, if you try to pull fool over my eyes, make sure it's nice and warm. You didn't expect to see a former student. What do you tell Ache? Do you lie to him, or choke your way out of it? If you have enough strength left, you could also cast an oblivation spell instead. Heck's sake, I don't feel that that's the best way. Nonetheless, to be hexing him. Good that you're just listening and chilling. Good to chill out. Fool. Sure, let's try to fool him, I guess. I'm almost tempted to just laugh it off. Yeah, let's just try to joke considering we laughed there too. So sure, I'll try that. You know that the ancient man hobbling away. Oh, that was nothing, you tell Egg. Happens all the time, I mean really. One time in Geppo, a place I hadn't been in 15 years, I got harassed by this plump Geppona lady. Where have you been, you son of a bitch, she said. Answer me, you bastard. Our son is 3 years old now. Egg immediately lights up. That happened to me 4 times, and every time it was a woman I'd never met. How did you get out of that one? I knew it would work. You chuckle. I didn't. The guards took all my money, gave a third of it to the woman, and kept the rest for themselves. So I'll never set foot in Geppona ever again. Good. Thank you for also sharing my channel, Anita. Okay, so I will not take the road to the ruined tavern for sure. That would be the appointed smithy, or just through this road. So that's the question, which road will we take? Not the foul track, but would it be this just to all the way to the appointed smithy or not? Marked with posts and road signs frequently patrolled by the Cheranan Guard. A decent dirt road that skirts impassable forest but may present a challenge on rainy days. So we would either travel to the chapel or to the abundant smithy. I think I'll go to the chapel. Nonetheless, I'm interested about the smithy too. That could be very useful, but Let's go to the chapel. It became so silent as well. No one else is talking even. Why? Why no one is talking? A decent dirt road nonetheless. Guess I should also go and visit in the campsite, but after this, I guess. You diligently watch the road. Nevertheless, an old woman in tattered clothing suddenly appears out of nowhere, catching you by surprise. The horse rears up as the woman leaps aside. You couldn't have run over me. You could have run over me. How do I want to say it? You could have run over me, handsome. You won't get away that easily. I need to tell someone their fortune. No hands out, fair trade. I shall tell you what was and what will be. You notice pink sores on the back lady's hands. She must be ill, somehow. It'd be wiser to carry on and pay her no mind. Her fault if she doesn't get out of your way. Or maybe ride around her. Or have her read Aeg's fortune, since the giant warrior likes bragging about his supposed tolerance to infection. Flamebrush is talking, They both seemed good. Chapel might be more useful. Yes, I hope so. Try to get past the picker, run over the fortune teller. I just can't do that. It just feels so mean to then put, hey, just read Aeg's fortune, okay? So fine, have the woman tell your fortune. You squint in discontent. Here's a coin for being such a pain, and here's my hand. Do your fortune telling and then go back from whence you came. I don't believe in that stuff anyhows. The woman folds the coin into her clothing. She stares at your blackened hand and then suddenly bites your thumb. You scream, pulling your hand away. The woman vanishes faster than you can draw your sword. You can only hear her call, "You will find one on the two." Okay. You will find one on the two. Alright. Thanks for the freaking bite. Thanks. So nice. I thought we fired this guy. Let flame his side. God, my tablet just lost the internet connection for some reason. Oh, that's a shame. Yes, what are you using now then? Well, of course you're watching me from the computer, but then you also played on the tablet, I guess. I was fired, but I can still watch. Can you? Okay, well, we were bitten. Yay! Hearing your yell, Aeg grabs his sword and looks around, confused. Witch, no doubt. She was just here, then vanished into thin air, all in a blink. Say that you will, scribe, but I'm not chasing her all round the forest. What was she screaming about anyways? You examine your hand. There's no blood, but you can make out teeth marks even on the blackened skin. You're also surprised to find the blackness is receding. Intriguing. Was that actually a good thing? You shake your head. You will find one on the two. Such nonsense. Let's get moving before someone else jumps out. Hey, skill points gained +1. Ooh, that was actually very nice then. I didn't know that we would gain a skill point. Bloody hell. We need a new bot now, Flame. How about some job? I just can't be a bot anymore, which is pretty good. Why not? Reboot it. Yes, and watch from the computer. I always play with my tablet at the same time though. Yeah, I was able to guess as much. Okay, well, I do have skill points to spend, even 3, which is pretty nice. If only I knew what to take. So we have the mental blast. Then what? +2 to the energy. 10% attack. So, skill quick strike. Did we already have it or not? Circle hit, -1 energy, the cost of the ability. -1 energy cost. Requires 5 energy. Energy and 2 cooldown. Deal 30 damage to all surrounding units is then the circular hits. And this would do just more damage. I guess I could up that at least a little bit. 32 damage. And this would be 1 energy the cost of the ability. That wouldn't be bad either, just in case we are low on the energy. And then, I don't know, should I even just have more in this one than on the other hand? No. But damage even more? Sure, fine. I'll do that, I guess. I'll do that. Yeah, that would be the story and all, but I don't think we have to read all of that story. I never realized Hopper have sit eyes. Well, I can take it, I guess. The thing is, the pay was pretty shit. Also, I was being bullied by my coworkers. They are using flames. Cool looking ones too. I didn't bully you. I just wanted to burn the world, Flame. I just wanted to burn the world, Flame Yoshi. That's all I wanted. But yeah, we don't want to go this way because that's basically almost the same place that where we were with the other group. So Knatmire would have been the forest path that drives into the gullies and runs along the cracky river bank. It hastens travel time because no one rests in a maelstrom of mosquitoes. Then there would be the Ursus Road to a ruined watchtower. A decent dirt road that skirts impassable forest but may present a challenge on rainy days. And then there's a witch tracks that just go straight into the menhir. That would then take the Slothy Swamp way, or from there back to the Hunter's track that I used from the other way. So basically I think it's either to the ruined watchtower or straight into there. A stony path winding between the hills, a way of making profit for the local raiders. Decent dirt road that skirts impassable forests. Here's power 12%. Maybe I'll go to the ruined watchtower? Yeah, sure. I'll go there and explore it. And yeah, it was nothing personal. Not the flames. And yes, I just wanted to see the world burn. Starting it up again and didn't help. That is very bad to hear, Sare. She's just saying what we're all thinking. Yes, absolutely. Let's go this way. Let's visit at least the ruined watchtower and then go through the swamp, which sounds lovely. You feel uneasy again. Someone from your past approaches. A squad of Ensis, led by Harlow, whose body you'd used in the calls, appears on the road. You can tell that he's noticed you as well. He was the man you made kill and torture others. Not that it matters whether it was your will to or not. Now he's here. You use a sleeping spell on your companions. You won't drag anyone into your personal business. I want to talk to him first, even if kill everyone might be the best option, but talk to the NC. You raise your hand as the squad approaches. I recognize you, Harlow. I think that you're strong enough not to succumb to the Reaping's influence. Now you're here. Do you understand that we're no longer in calls? Do you remember what happened to our world? Do you wish the same fate for this one? Like trying to think, what the hell do I use here? I recognize you too, Blank the Herald, though you've changed. Harlow immediately responds, I see that you have a body now. I don't know what happened to Cause, but fire doesn't turn all things to ash. I'm serving a cause. You know what that means. You, too, are a servant. Or aren't you anymore? Will you let us pass? Okay, apparently we then just let them pass. You nod and step away from the road. I let you pass only because you talked to me. You tell Harlow as the squad goes by. He who listens will one day hear. Not sure if it works like that, but fine. We let the NCs pass then, eh? Egg comes to his senses. What happened? He asks, almost amused. It's like I blacked out. The NCs were there, and then they weren't. Damn all sorcery and illusions. Oh, let's get out of here. Um? Yeah, and I hope the tablet would work for Sara. And yeah, I definitely couldn't help anyways. Yeah. But anyways, yes, played most of it in the PC. But anyways, then the Slothy Swamp seems a very pleasant route. A road through the lowlands, notorious for its rotten causeway and nearby bogs. It's relatively safe, except for will-o'-the-wisps, swan mirages, and swarms of hungry gnats. Seems a pleasant enough of a drive. You feel the reaping grow stronger. Its shadow falls upon you. The curse that crippled your arm is heading to your heart. If you give up and feed some of your power to the enchantment, you can prevent the reaping from growing in strength. If you resist and save your energy, the dark magic will tighten its grip onto the world. I can't really actually see how bad it is right now, but I will resist the curse. The reaping grows stronger. Their minion plunges into chaos. The plague rages, pitting people against each other. Yet you gather the energy to end this once and for all. Hopefully it works. So you approach the stockade enclosing a men here called the Ark. Seems like Thorn's been here, and since paid the place a visit too. You see blood and sword shards by the gate. One of the masks lies in the dirt. The gate is opened by a stocky, gloomy soldier. He scans your group with suspicion, finally resting his gaze on Ake. The giant warrior dismounts, handing the guard the papers. You do likewise, and approach the guard. Looking intently at everyone's faces. Good day to you, travelers. Reckon chief watches of this harbor. I mean, this stockade. At your service. I gladly see your papers. Do you have them on you? Hand them over here, please. Let's see who you are. Oh. I remember his voice decently enough. You are all disappointments to the PC Master Race, oh dear. So Iseneko doesn't know about PCs either. I don't know as much as I should, but at least I know something. But definitely I am not a professional with all the computer stuff. At least I've changed the graphics card and sus myself, so it's at least something. At least I can do something by myself and not require everything be done for me. Yes, Flay. Yes, I am. Yes. Oh, I'm disappointment to all possible races I'm part of as the perfectionist that I am. I'm very backward considering I'm pretty young. What does that mean in this? Are you not good with computers either, Tajunta? Question mark. At least you're way better artist than most around here, for sure is. Better than me, so... Oh, that's not helpful. This probably isn't the first time you've seen Priestreak's seal. Are you going to pretend you don't know who I am? I've got several questions for you, Wegan. Answer me and you can pretend I was never here. For starters, tell me, do you know Captain Thorn Prenin? True, I must abide this seal of yours, but that's no excuse for threats. I've seen much greater threats. As has my ancient comrade Thorn. He passed through here with the squad. Help us fend off the NCs, he did. Did Thorn lose any men in the fight with the NCs? Yeah, you could say so. One of his veterans was corrupted. He buried this Greeker on the hill outside the stockade, but not in the local cemetery. The villagers are pious. They don't need something like that near their homes. What do you mean by corrupted? You're not making any damn sense. What was wrong with Greeker? Will you tell me or not? I would if I knew magic like the back of my hand. As it stands, I don't know shit. If you're so bloody curious, have a look for yourself. Maybe the gods cursed him or some sorcerer corrupted him. Did Thorn have a blonde lad with the green eyes with him? Yeah, I saw someone like that. Looked a lot like Prince Ho. Mind you, I haven't seen him in a long time. But the two lads have a lot in common, I swear. What is Thorn's company like? Is it entirely warriors? Who knows? It's not like my sore ass rode alongside them. They fight well. The rest remains to be seen. One of his men turned out to be rotten. Caused me a lot of trouble. But Thorn, he protects his people. Got up a pretty sum for the fool, so everyone's been settled. Do you know where Thorn was headed? He asked way to Ursus, so I gathered that's where he'd headed. From here, it's either go to Ursus or go home. If I remember correctly, he wanted to visit the men here there. Who did he ask? Did he talk to anyone else in the stockade? I'm the only one he knows here. He only spoke to his companions. And maybe some merchants. No, wait. There was someone else, a seer. She calls herself Sheila. What's her tent by the men? That's her tent by the men here. Sheila herself has vanished, though. Interesting. It'd be worthwhile to check the tent. It's not every day you hear stories of vanishing seers. I have no further questions. So we can go and visit the village. What's happening? I'm always just joking though, I do hope they know that. Let's check the name. Koneassa is at least a Koneassa. Yeah, you're the first one I'd go for computer problems, definitely. Koneassa, you have to trust Koneassa in the computer problems. Definitely more of a down-to-earth guy than a technology wizard. Aw, putting flames in there. That is not something I wanted to hear. Yeah, business comments. You may be a flame, but a fine one. Oh dear. My world is shattered, Flame. I have always thought you are entirely serious all the time. Yes, that is definitely what all of us have always believed, that you're 100% serious, and now you're telling that you're not? What is this even? Okay. Well, let's go and visit the vacant mentioned Thorn's fallen comrade, also captain of the guard. Something odd has happened to him. Let's visit the grave. Site. You decide to examine Krieger's grave and ask Veckan to accompany you. He'd probably rather join a battle or some other risky task, but he can't decline your request. Reluctantly, he leads you up the hill. You find yourself in front of a recent burial site, topped with a huge boulder. And yes, everything we ever believed has been a lie. The treachery. The chief watchman's pit. This is where my boys and I buried him. A good distance from the village. Should have burned him, I guess. When all this started, I thought that the white mask abominations with the strange words were the worst horrors I'd ever seen. I've since changed my mind. Egg shrugs. 5-year corpses. Fear the living. What are all those stakes for? And a huge bloody boulder on top. Now we're going to dig up the grave and drag the corpse out by its toe. Yay! As Krieger's corpse becomes visible, your companions recoil in fear. Even Ake grows pale. Veckan wipes cold sweat from his brow. You approach the grave and, undeterred by the unsightly remains, Document the site in your travel journal. Nice painting. The others look on with a mix of fear and respect. Once the drawing is complete, you turn around. No one says a word. They all look to you for guidance, but they need to face their own fears. Leave it to professionals. Shrugging. As a man of letters, the scribe may seem crazy, but without the scribe's curiosity, there wouldn't be any chronicles. You see a beast, I see a victim of terrible sorcery. It wasn't Mushom who had the voice. The Sean Connery type of voice. So what was this guy's voice? I have no recollection. What is this? This can't be Krieger. I've seen a man a couple of times. The thing in the ground isn't him. It's a beast. Buried a couple of months already. I can barely keep my dinner down. I'm just gonna be wondering about it. What's that mark on his chest? What could have left it? A captain's insignia, what else? Draco was the commander of young soldiers and captain of the guard in Albius. Oh, yes. He had his captain's insignia. Thorn took it. Nearly burned his fingers. That's how hot it was. That's both good news and bad news. Bad that the Strix can't protect you from this plague, but good that it doesn't absorb venom like the Menhirs do. And fear not, he is not dangerous. Shit. What was that? It didn't just fall off a turnip god. I've heard tall tales of sorcerers and shapeshifters, but they don't exist, do they? I didn't know Krieger very well. They say he used to squeeze money out of honest merchants and rarely kept his words. Still, he didn't deserve such a fate. No, they don't. And this is not a shapeshifter. The fangs and talons are akin to the marks on people's necks. This ribbon will be the first one yet, I reckon. Imagine an entire pack of such beasts. This hideous thing will decompose within a week and leave no trace. Why is this decaying so quickly? I had to collect bodies in the summer heat once, but even they didn't decompose this quickly. That's the flip side of sorcery. Use spells to create a beast and imbue it with power. But that power can only be drawn from the victim's flesh, and leaves a gaping hole once depleted. I don't want to even think about who might have done it. You may rebury the corpse. No need for stakes. The locals believe they're necessary indeed. Now it's not too much trouble. Please ask your strong man to roll the boulder back onto the grave. I'll manage the stakes. Think what you will, but I don't intend to scare anyone. Alright, Ache, please help us with the stone. There's no need to trouble the locals. With the reaping aloof, let them believe what they want, and fear what they'd like to. It's more helpful than harmful. No trouble at all, truth be told. I wouldn't mind having a stone like this atop my own grave when the time comes, just in case. Well, we visited the grave. And yeah, it was indeed well captured and nice drawing. Okay, let's go and visit the tent then. Veckan was talking about the sphere that could be important. Yes. This is where the old seer rested. She foretold all the Ensi's attack, for which I am grateful. Without her, we might have failed. The seer spoke to Tornan, then disappeared while we were fighting the Ensis. She left some of her possessions behind. Her tent is still here. Did she do any sorcery or mix potions?
Nah, she brought a slave to help with the neck ache, but claimed it came from the Ursus temple. It's already running out. What struck me was that she kept chuckling under her breath, had a fearsome look in her eyes too. She also touched the men here, but warned us not to. And that warning wasn't groundless.
What did she tell Torn? Can you recall anything?
Should I have eavesdropped on their conversation? That's beneath me. But it seems Sheila has been waiting for him specifically. Or his daughter. He spoke with her too, quick as a whip. Torn's daughter. Listen, I also recall them mentioning Unda, the lady healer from Ursus.
You don't seem to enjoy talking about Sheila.
She's no old crone hopper. Half the village is old woman, and I know all about them. Sheila doesn't walk, talk, or even smell like one. The way she moves would make even young lasses envious. That's why I don't think she's human.
What if I'm not human either? My back doesn't ache, and I don't reek of old age.
I used to stand at the gate with the toll collectors. I could see through any car, you know? But Sheila, it was like looking through a fogged glass. Could see nothing. She read my mind throughout the entire conversation, and though my mind isn't exactly packed with thoughts. Then she disappeared. Here one moment, gone the next. The gate was closed the whole time.
Were her hands black by any chance?
No, I didn't see any signs of sudden illness. She was wearing a dress with long sleeves scuffed at the wristen, stone bracelets on each arm, but her hands looked clean.
She made predictions, you say? What did it look like? How did she prophesize? Did she rant or chant?
How are those two different? No, she didn't do any of that. It seems more like she was raving, only she guessed right every single time. Stood over here, she did, squinted at the sun, then turned and spoke. "Be ready, Vegan," she said. 12.5 NCs are skirting the edge of the forest. And every time things happen exactly as she predicted.
Well, I need to go now. If you see Scylla, tell her Plank is looking for her.
A moment, my friend. There's nothing else I need to tell you. There's something else I need to tell you, I mean. But I can't quite remember what it is. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Is it about the doppelmen here? Wait, have you ever heard the expression 1 on the 2?
The 2 is what we nicknamed our men here. When people say, "I'll meet you at the 2, they mean the 2 menhir stones. Kind of funny since you can walk a full stockade from end to end in 5 minutes.
Maybe we can meet her then at that 2 place, as in at the men here. Nothing works. Sadness though. Internet gone away. And yes, it's good that Gide's chat, as in my chat, tries to help Sara with this. You don't need to be less nosy, I think. That's good if you can help. There's a chance that there's a physical problem, like indeed the Vivi card being harmed, but hopefully it will be something easy. Yeah, hope so. Hopefully it will be easy to fix. What could 1 on the 2 refer to? A sign, a ribbon, a mark.
Hang on, Sheila always overcomplicates things. As soon as you said blank, I remembered. She didn't just touch the men here, she scratched something into its surface. She told me to mention that to Blank whenever he stopped by. Will you go have a look? It could be some kind of curse, mind you.
It's too late for me to steer clear of curses. I need to think it over. Well, we of course will go and visit there at the very least. The strange seer has left a message for you on the men here. We can hop also the men here with you.
I asked her, what's the use in writing something nobody can see?
And she said,
Unda knows what she's doing, even when she's scribbling on dungeon walls. Whoever it's meant for will read it. Even if they don't, the inscription vanishes in a couple of days. They're not permanent. Could it be that Unda is the lady healer from Ursus?
You brush Vegan off, make a mental note about Unda's dungeon wall scribblings, and examine the sacred stone. There is an inscription indeed, but it's hazy. Same as the inscription in the Albius bell tower that you can still recall so vividly. And this inscription isn't easy to read. You'll have to undo someone else's spell. And what will be your reward? The beginning of the spell that will save you, or another blackened hand? Well, that's a good question. It's strange that it decided to stop working in the middle of using it. Yeah, that is strange. Yeah, it might be just overheating. Yeah, hopefully it's just something like that. Okay, I think I have to read the inscription. I just can't leave it. I want to know what it's about, so read the inscription. You unweave the spell, hiding the inscription. Before they fade, the runes on the stone shine brightly and clearly, etching themselves into your memory. Take into yourself what which you can take, for there is no one else to take it. I guess it's just like the mention that you should be actually letting the blackness come, in a sense, to your hands, because there's no one else who can do it. There's no one else to take it. Skill points gained 1, yay! That's nice at the very least. Ghost power is 12. I guess next time I will try to let it actually take some of it for a change. So, Kate, it's time to continue your journey. As you're about to leave the stockade, Vegan approaches you.
I'm no rebel, but I'll speak my mind. You're Jason Thorn, but he's broken no laws and has committed no vile acts. That's what I believe.
You smile. These days everyone wants to warn me, but every other warning is a threat. I should probably get used to it. Let me bid you farewell, Vegan. I've tarried here more than I intended. Vegan, however, takes the reins of your horse, a clear signal that the conversation isn't over. With a sigh, you dismount.
Hang on a moment. I have to tell you something. Old age hits you hardest. Not in the back or knees, but in the memory. But I remember, damn it.
What do you remember, Vegan? Spit it out. It's bad luck to muddy farewells with talk.
Who cares about bad luck when the reaping is upon us? No matter how you spin it, I can't get any worse. I just remembered something. Something Sheila said the moment she arrived. I'd forgotten all about it in the turmoil, but now it struck me like lightning. She may have been raving, but that's what she said. And the wise will take to heart what the foolish will not hear. There are holes and holes. One bites, the other brags and moralizes. Luck to those who are eager to talk. Sometimes the tongue knows more than the head. What's it all supposed to mean?
I don't know yet, Vegan, but I'll think about it. Good luck to you now. Don't be too quick to judge your friends, old or new. The day where that has yet to come. Yay, more skill points. Maybe have some sort of a data limit. I don't know, those things. It is saying manage roaming network with limited service found. Do you want to initiate a network search? Okay. No idea. I have no idea either. Absolutely no clue. Anyone else? No idea. No idea for me. Maybe someone else knows something about it. You leave the stockade. You manage to conceal the shock of seeing Krieger in his grave. But it's unsettling nonetheless. You've witnessed worse during previous reapings and times of turmoil. But now you feel prickles of genuine fear. 1,000 years ago, the last reaping bore this fruit elsewhere. Those ousted from the land ended up in Terminium. Talons, fangs, and self-inflicted genocide. All omens of a dying world. What could it mean now? The end of Terminium? Or could it be the awakening of the same one who turned your world into a blazing hell? Could the charms of the ringing bells have been protecting Bergana from the same horrible fate? You look to your blackened hand, but find no answer. Your heart pounds heavily in your chest, and fills with a feeling of inevitability.
Hope is like the sun. It turns red and goes out. Should we wait for a new dawn?
Well, then we return to Thorn and continue on his journey. Okay, so we are continuing through the Archmen here indeed. So this is the place we want to get into, Ursus. The northernmost Geranan city, almost second capital, famous for its fortress, palace, and Ursus menhir. Do people want to chat? No. That's fine. You can have a look into here. It might be good for me to try to heal the party, but I don't dare to do it at the moment nonetheless, you know? I don't dare to. So on the level power 4, the power of the reaping, it translates into game difficulty, more experience for killing in battle, less time per turn in battle. The enemy's strength has increased, additional enemies may appear during the battle, and the enemies are smarter. Yay! So, where do we want to go? Bread Market, New Mill, Salt Mines, Cursed Ruins. Should I save Cursed Ruins for the other guys? The other guys that we just played with before will definitely travel here too. Well, let's read everything at the very least. So Mushroom Track would be this, a mostly deserted road along barren lands in the foul forest. A dirt track used by the local shepherds that looks like a tangle of several paths winding around boulders and shrubs. And then already broken and unkept, but still a decent road traversed in the desolate lands near the spurs of the Milky Mountains. Damn it, kid, I just cleared recommended tab and boom, more videos from you. I want to be recommended on other videos. I can watch yours anytime. I'm sorry. There's a lot of stuff from me. You just need to clear it as long as you can get recommended stuff that isn't then mine, okay? Platonis? It's easy. By the way, then this must be very boring to you at the moment considering you're just looking at those recommended things, eh? That's what I think. I think that's what you mean by that. On the other hand, maybe in the Woodland Watch and these ruins we could actually find some more of these Trixies, and this group especially needs them. So actually maybe I'll go the Mushroom Track with this group. A mostly deserted road along the barren land and the foul forest. Sure, sounds good. The Mushroom Track. Besides, we talked about mushrooms previously so much that why not? You arrive at the Woodland Watch, where the Sinvicta brothers live. One of the local huntsmen is happy to point out the man you need, Mark Sinvicta. You strike up a conversation and ask about the world written on the Corpse Udder Tavern sign. Mark reveals that he and his brothers got the notorious tavern from a strange hack, who called herself Sheila. Sheila, gave this tavern to them, eh? They sold it to them for a single gold coin on the condition that the sign is not cleaned or changed. When the brothers gambled the deed away in Albius, it was mostly a relief. Turned out that the tavern was cursed, Mark concludes. We should have known that there's no such thing as a free lunch. We didn't profit in Kib isn't really your specialty. We should have learned that the first time. Ask what the brother's specialty is. For many years, Mark's family has hunted for ancient tablets, notes, and manuscripts for the Temple of the Divine Retribution. His relatives rarely venture beyond the borders of Berkana, because they always get a good haul with the Six Kingdoms. Well, ask what happened the first time around. Chuckling, Mark recalls how he was stalked into buying his first tavern by a beautiful dark-haired woman with eyes the color of barley brie. He had too much to drink, and when he came around, the deed was in his hand and his money was gone. Nobody looked after the tavern and nobody would buy it. It's probably ruined by now. As to see the deed, Mark considers and concludes that it's a valuable document after all. He won't just give it away. Won't just give it away? And yeah, you just need to watch them all. 140 plus only with a trade. Yeah, it's a long series. Yeah, start pinging on them, pinching on them. My laptop would not survive them all. Aw, poor water having to be burned. When worrying about that, how do you burn water? Well, if you burn it in a different way. Super Jesus. With skill, that's the answer, yes. Yes. By leaving the kettle on the stove for an hour. This is the reason my fire alarm is off. Yay! Oh dear, Sarah, oh dear. Do I have something valuable that I would think of giving? I have still a decent amount of coin. I don't want to threaten him. Maybe it shouldn't be off, but sorry to hear you're feeling stressful, yes. I need to be more responsible. It'll be all okay. Well, at least Sarah is Rain, so it should be okay. I'm gonna offer money for the document. Mark considers and says that he could use some gold. Who couldn't? The document, however, is valuable. It costs you 500 gold. Fine, pay the proposed price. Mark takes his pay and briefly disappears into the house. He returns with a scroll. You take it and beat him where fell. Later, after leaving the house behind, you unroll the document and discover that Mark accidentally gave you 2 scrolls wrapped into one. Okay. The deed states that Mark owns the Trunk and Hawk Tavern in the Highland settlement as long as he pays 1/10 of his income to the asylum in Hayborg. You try to remember the names of these places. 2 words are scribbled in red onto the signature of the former owner, Yalpor and Hark. The second document contains details of Terminium's history. Well, I would like to first of all read it and keep it, but read the extra scroll for sure. The tattered parchment lists sightings of Ences in the north of Terminium, along with the first inquisitors of the Temple of the Divine Frad. It also includes the following notes: Dipibar, elder among elders; Drokkal, the Gold One; Arct, the Hot One; Atna, the Poisoned One; Shildal, the Fast One. Below are 3 bracketed names: Alaniel, Ene, Goronson, connected by lines to Dibidar. Dipibar. Does he need this? I don't know. I'm tempted to keep it, even though I shouldn't. Or as in, I feel that I should return it, but I want to keep it. Because I don't know how much use he has for this scroll with just the names from Ences. Eh. I wanna keep it. Poisoned one. Shieldau is the fast one. Ahtad is the hot one. Tibipar, Elderamon, Elders, and Tropal the gold one. Anael, Ene, Goronsan connected by lines to Tibipar. Interesting. Bad, girl. Yes, I am bad. Let's keep it. What could go wrong? That's the thing. I'm thinking that surely we should keep it. Even though it seems quite wrong after all, but sure, let's keep it. Thorn tries to save his daughter and he thinks this information might be important. You cram the extra scroll into your saddlebag and ride on. Welp. Yeah, I was thinking that someone might be able to look into it more. Someone who is versed in languages or familiar with the temple scriptures could help you translate what you found. You wonder who can translate these words. There's someone in your party who just might be able to help. The lad translates the next phrase quickly. I've seen this before. Yalbor Hark means a flame starts burning. I don't know if that's from the same thing or not, but anyways. And then there's 2 tracks. I'm kind of going to, I think this Ursus Road goes through the Cursed Ruins though. There's also the Parley track. So Parley track would be a well-trodden track used by all the local peasants to the Pret market, which does sound useful too. Or just the Ursus Road, a decent dirt road that skirts impassable forest but may present a challenge on rainy days. But it does go through the Cursed Ruins. So, I don't know. Give yourself to the dark side. Yep. Good night, everyone. Aw, okay, Flame Rushi. Good night and sweet dreams down to you. Have a great weekend. Yeah, I probably won't be streaming anymore at that time, though. Yes, have a good weekend, Flame. And whatever type of dreams do you want to have? Well, yes, sweet, beautiful, whatever. Yes, have fun, Flame. Sweet dreams whenever you actually sleep. Yes, that too. Bread market is tempting. Just for the very fact that maybe we can buy even more Strixes there, but we don't have a huge amount of money. So maybe I'll take the Ursus Road, just for the reason that I go through the Cursed Ruins. Yeah, let's just do it. For good or for bad. Strix is going lower. Sit. Oh, well, there's anyways a merchant here. You come across a merchant's cart with a broken wheel. Several guards are busy repairing it. The car is springing with pots, the kind used to transport oil. The merchant introduces himself as Sid, and gestures helplessly at his guard. Well, ask the merchant if he has anything for sale first. Sid lays out his wares and admits that you won't find many of them useful. His main business is lamp oil trading. We can at least have a look. Snake totem. A wooden totem shaped like a snake, a Gallium craftsman skillfully carved, every little scale, making the snake seem like it might be start hissing at any moment. Unfortunately, the totem is cracked, robbing it of some of its power. But it's still +1 and +7 health and +7 energy. I don't know actually if that is +7 health or is it -7 health. This is +1 attack for archers. I like that, but it's so expensive. We would use all of our money for this, it's for sure. These runes are usually sewn onto a quiver or hidden inside it and give arrows extra sharpness and accuracy. It doesn't work with crossbows or throwing axes. I still like it though. And this would have Strixes in it. Then a lot of these different fragments that we could be getting if we wanted to try to get some more cards. health by 10 to all enemy units and reduces energy by 5. I'm too tempted to buy this. I can just barely buy it. I want it. Even though it's so bad to go and buy something like this in my opinion. But anyways. It just seems too useful as an idea to get something for them. And sure, I'll offer help. The merchant is fearful to the strange mass murderers seen in these parts. He offers to pay in gold to guard him or take him to the nearest village. Hold the guard to the nearest village or assist the guardian of the merchant. That's a good question. Yeah, Kidek goes shopping and I bought something for sure is. Something hopefully good. Attack and rob the merchant is obviously not, and refuse to help is definitely not, or to leave. So not any of those three, but should I hold the cart to the nearest village or should I assist the guardian of the merchant? I could just assist in guarding the merchant, but of course I'm not sure how long that will actually take. Hold the cart to the nearest village. Fine, I gotta assist in guarding the merchant. You barely have time to check your weapons when you're attacked by NCs. Oh dear. The merchant's guards circle the guard and its owner, but are in no rush to help you. Yay. Buying some expensive trinkets. Would need the loot icon. Well, at least we can give this to whoever archer we have along. I'll give this to you then, Brett, at the moment. I don't know how many NCs there would be. I feel that I'll take her out of that, to be honest, at the moment. Yeah. And then have you... Should I have Sop? Or should I have... Because the Fisk as a spearman is very useful too, for sure, yes. So... Should I not have Hold? If I would try to have... I don't know at all who would I want to try to truly have. Because it's very... kind of difficult to say who to have and... Well, these two are still in... 3 are actually in first level, so it would be kind of nice to have them all level up, for sure is. Is there any better cards? So this was the... Random unit and increase health by random party member. Defense. Health. Reduces health. Energy. Can't use any of these anyways. Bloody Harvest was that thing. By 5. Surrounding units. I have that already, I think, in there. Yeah. Reduces health by 5. Reduces health by 5 to a random enemy unit, increases energy by 2 to all party members, increases attack by 2 to a random party member. That could be nice too. Maybe I'll replace one of these with that. Increases defense. I guess I'll take that away and take the Touch of Chaos this time around. I'll send this on to Discord. Okay. I'll watch it later. Fight. Then I need to try to make my best decisions here. Okay, so who are the dangerous NCs anyway? So this is one of those. Everyone on the line increases energy and increases health. So that's annoying. Then these blue ones had the... Yeah, I don't think that there's any of the really annoying ones right this time around in here from the NCs. But it's still a big group, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do this. But I think I should then concentrate more in one flank regardless, especially when I do have some of these like spearmen, for example. Let's have you there, and maybe have you here somewhere. Sure. Let's try something like this, I guess. And then we might as well go and first of all play this touch off chaos. And you got the attack, which is fine. And this guy lost just a little bit of health. Yeah, they don't want to come into here, which I'm not too surprised of course. So you have the best defense, so I'll try to take you in here, and hopefully some of them want to try to come and attack you. And maybe we can go from there. Increase your counterattack. Were they able to attack from the distance? Yeah, that can damage from a distance. So then the counterattack does not work. Some of their stuff can attack from the distance, not all. But let's do defense because of that then at least. Rather, I think. Because otherwise it would be very difficult to at least try to even remotely hit these guys if we don't get them into here. So you had increases attack of a party member. That of course is something also that I could do. Increases defense by 1. Does not end the turn. Okay, let's go into here then. And then I can do this spirit armor for him. So he will have even more defense, which should help. And then we can deal them the 20 damage, I guess. And kill one of them at least. I think that should be decent enough situation nonetheless, even if he did get his attack before. Ouch. Bandas. Very big bandas. Yes, cute panda. They are cute pandas. Okay, so I could go of course and try to heal with you, most likely. But I could try to do something else before that, at least. You would use quite a lot of your energy to go that far. I guess I could try to heal with you first, in all honesty. So how far? Increases health of a party member by 6. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Indeed, healing. No, you can't do it from that spot. God damn it. It's sometimes you don't see it easily enough where you can do it, because you could see that you could do it if you would be in a correct spot, but of course I can still do it. Increases your energy by 12 with that amount of health, or increases your health. I guess I could try to focus, get a little bit of extra health for myself then rather. Okay, and that guy moved just a little bit. With you, I do have to go all the way into here if I want to try to attack that guy. Might still be worth it though, because then we would actually get an attack out. So, this does not end your turn, and this does not end your turn, but those are not needed in this situation. Let's take his energy down, I think, while we can easily enough do so. What say you, kiddo? Should we go see the pandas in the Aether in the next summer? Maybe we should. This guy's dead. Who killed? Are all the guards and the merchant suddenly dead? Question mark. I guess I could try to come all the way into here and just attack this guy then. I might be good still. So, increase your defense, pushes back an enemy tile. Can I kill you? I couldn't kill you with this. Does anything else do more damage than that? 7 damage. This does more, but it deals to everyone close by, so that's not very good. So, basically no, if I don't wanna do annoyances. Oh yeah, and I would have this, which would increase the defense of a party member, but that's not exactly helpful right here. Sure, let's do the counter attack one then, I guess. Unless he's almost dead. And he has still a couple of guys too that he has to move before he can try to... From right here I could try to attack this guy. But I would use some of my energy already for that. Which I'm not 100% sure if it's worth it, but on the other hand it kind of seems like it would be a good idea to get some damage done with you too. Let's just make a normal shot, I think. Take some more of his energy down. I should also check how much energy less health these guys have. This guy definitely has way more health. Energy, I mean, than health. All of these guys have pretty much like 30 and 20s, so... No big differences over there. I would want to kill this guy. But how would I do that really nicely? I could do it with you, I guess. You're kind of in the bad spot there, though. Which I'm not sure if I quite like, especially when you lose your all the defense that you had before. Well, at least I want to activate this then. Just this one. At least that gives a little bit of defense. Yeah, he's increasing this guy's health and all. Here, if I go, at least I can heal a little bit of him. So that's a possibility. I guess I'll do that. Because I think that he would need a little bit more health. At least. Okay. In a sense, I don't feel that to be that bad. Sure, not great, but not that bad. I want to kill this guy, but how do I do that really nicely? Yes, I am an artist. Platon is always about marriage. Asking about marriages. Increases attack of a party member or deal 5 damage. That's not a lot of damage. I should probably increase the damage of someone first before I go and then try to attack. So maybe I should increase his attack power. Let's go 1 then forward and increase that attack. A little bit extra. Unless it has very little energy. They really want to get rid of this guy. What bad did he do to you? For God's sake. I don't know. Can someone else reach him too? That's a problem. Should I use a card? Maybe I should use a card. So maybe he could stay alive. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, at least that guy wasn't able to reach that far, and you still had your... at least counter-attack for sure. I kind of am tempted to try to attack one of those guys, but I don't think that's the best choice here. Nonetheless, even if I would be tempted to or want to. So. This is just for the party member. For that amount. Attack by 1. But this ends your in effect until next turn. But they end your turn, so I'm not quite happy about that. As such, which skills do they have next? They can have this one, which is basically close, or this one, this is close. So I think counterattack might be a good one here. Even if we can't exactly push him back. I don't know how it works when it's not like you can really push him back, right? Well, apparently you can. You just pushed him back then too, which is very strange in a sense. You, of course, are a problem. Ouch. Now there's already their turn. Which is not the greatest. Reduces health by 10. That's not really going to help me right here, so that might have been a very bad choice. But then I guess I can't help it right now. I guess I'll go here so that I can at least shoot. Does not end turn. Yeah, let's do that, because they might try to come and attack you now. Then I could be almost killing you completely with that, but I'm not sure if it's worth it. So I guess I'll just shoot you at least a little bit. Yeah, and there's still you too, whose turn I didn't use yet. At least you don't have much energy, which meant that you basically moved almost not a thing at all. So, let's see. Fine, rest our round A. Let's see. Deals 20 damage and pushes back an enemy unit by 2 tiles. Deals 10 damage. Counter-attack. I think I'll take the defense, because I think that you are very much in a risk area here. It's just a question, how do we want to try, or who do we want to try to go and kill? We could try to go and just get this guy's energy even lower. And this is somewhat, well, not exactly a safe position, but I don't know if I can get a safe position right here and there. So I guess I'll get his energy at least even lower. So at least you're close to being dead from this strike, nonetheless. Yep, he used all his energy, he's coming for the archer, which I wasn't in any way surprised of. There's at least one good thing, he used all of his energy in that. So, it's not the worst. In that sense, at least. Just a very perfect question. What the hell do I want to do next? I could definitely kill someone with the guard, for example, if I wanted to. So, how far can you move? Basically here with the energy. So you can basically move anywhere you wish. You can basically move nowhere, which is good to know. And you can move nowhere. You can move here, but you also have to... Basically they are also very slow. Now with no energy almost. Haven't seen this game before. Is it much like Fire Emblem? I think it's like Banner Saga, if you know that layout. And welcome to stream for you too, by the way. Hopefully you have had a good week. Yeah, very furious. A bad version of Banner Saga, sorry. I haven't played Fire Emblem. Well, at least for some, this has been an interesting game, even though for some it's a bad version of Banner Saga. Oh, giving up with the tablet, Sare. I'm sorry that it's not working right now. What do I want to do? This guy I can try to kill quite easily. This is definitely something that I could also use to just kill someone pretty well off, I'd say. Increases your energy. Yeah, I can easily kill you. I guess I should probably do that then, because I can. Yep, just do it. Otherwise he would have had his turn too after all. Of course this guy has, but I can't do too much about it, so he used all his energy for that, which is a good thing, though, nonetheless. So all of these have acted at this point. I think he'll kill this guy. Maybe you'll get some health bonus from that. Nope. Well, yeah, he's increasing health. So yeah, he's especially in a big danger when this guy's right here. And on the other hand, you're in high danger there. So I guess you'll just come here and shoot this guy. Hopefully dead. Yep. So It's only these two, which is at least decent-ish, but this spearman is probably going to definitely be dead. Yep. Well, death as in at least getting an injury, unfortunately. But we got at least a pretty good use of that skill at the moment, so I'm not too unhappy about that. Just bring you here, I guess. And Onslaught is really a lot of damage, pushes back an enemy unit. But it uses a lot of your health, for sure. But it does kill this guy, so I guess that might be worth it. Just kill that guy completely off. So, sure. It does mean that this guy is then the only one left and will kill you. No, didn't manage to kill you, so that's good thing to know. It's just annoying. I know that I have everyone on the line, so yeah, but it still cannot kill you. It still cannot kill you, even if that would happen. But of course, if I could kill you instead, that would be perfect. You can do... What attack did you have? Deal 5 damage is not going to be enough. You can of course heal. Increases your attack. But if I heal, then definitely he couldn't die. But I'm just thinking that can I kill this guy right now? Deals 12 damage. Yeah, that can kill it, right? I'm pretty sure that that can kill this unit. Yep. Why did I press the wrong button? Yeah, to everyone around you. So, just kill him. At least we only lost the spearman. At least I'm trying to look a little bit better to everyone now on what skills they have and so on, and try to use it. So he gained the injury, but at least only 1 injury, so it's not that bad, I think. And yeah, definitely wish the best with that, Sare. And yeah, I haven't played the Banner Saga either. Yes, very bad. Bad gamer. And yes, very helpful. Well, only lost him, so I think that is one of the best results there could be. The merchant thanks you for saving his life, but wishes to part ways. He is confident that there won't be a second party of NCs here. You accept your pay and write for it. So how much did I get? Is then my next question. How much cash did you give me? Hey, that's pretty good. He gave me 1,500 cash, so basically I bought the archery relic with that money almost. A little bit of extra. I paid like 100, a little bit more for that. And yeah, that's not too bad. 1 injury in a battle, even old school tricks didn't go that well. Then continue on the Ursus Road. All the way to Ursus. The merchant rewards you with the bats on the head. Wish he did, wish he did. Well, I did get cash. Well, let's have a look into the Enite then. I think you can rest and plan your next steps here. Let's at least have a look into there if there's anything to look into. In all honesty, I'm not sure how useful... Well, they are good, the kind of assassin fighters, but I kind of like Sop for just the fact that he has so much health, which a lot of people don't have. But anyways, at least you can be leveling up a little bit. So, Torn. Party's morale is completely 0, which is great. That was for the knockback. Destructive anger +1 to the attack. +3 to the defense with the anger, which I haven't even used at all. Next round +3 to energy and +1 to walking. I like the walking, to be able to walk future, so I'll guess I'll take that. Then what about you, Ramlin? What would you like to have? Health is nice. Then to the loan, which I also haven't almost used at all. Even though it increases the attack of a party member. Then the power absorption, delay damage to energy and increase your energy. And then spirit armor, -1 to cooldown. I kind of might like that, because the spirit armor can still help, considering it doesn't even end the turn. And it still I can do it almost all the time to someone as a help. I think that will be nice. So then there was the spearman, right? Yes, Fisk here, who we can level up in something. +1 to attack, or this attack would have +3 to damage. That's not bad for sure. Deals damage to everyone on the line. On the other hand, I think that is even better, to be honest. And then the +5 to defense with the onslaught. I guess I'll take the long spear though. It just feels that it's too good to pass by. We have a good amount of Strixes at least for the moment, or decent amount. 3 types of girl gamers on Twitch. Yes, there is. Yes. I played them for the fun. No other purposes. Yeah, slightly more damage sounds good of course too, but just the fact that you can attack 2 people at once is, I think, something that is really useful, even though that opportunity doesn't often come, or that often come, but still. And I'm gonna save on this. I don't feel that we have to be healing them right now. So, let's go through the gate. You need to get into the town first. So let's go. Finally, the northern Chiranan fortress comes into view from behind the trees. Ursus used to be a small settlement above the salt mines, but has grown because of the men here. The palace, walls, and towers cover the entire hill. It is the cure to the wretched plague within. Your daughter distracts you from your thoughts. Father, why do you look at the city as it's new to you, as if it's new? You look to the city as you answer her. I'm trying to read the flags on the steeples. They tell you what city rules are in effect and what's going on in the kingdom. A Berkanan flag, for example, would indicate large-scale war. Holt butts in. The flags were the first thing I saw. From what I can tell, I'd better remain Holt for now. My grandfather's in town and we'd had a disagreement, to put it mildly. Gleda rolls her eyes. So what? It's not that bad to be Holt, especially if you survive all of this. On the other hand, Prince Ho would never have faced such perils. You turn to Holt. Adventure and peril sounds fascinating until you face them in real life. It's one thing to listen to stories in a tavern, but watching a story with blood and injuries is entirely different. The most clever thing to do would be to find a safe hideout and lay low. Holt chuckles. And this coming from a man who has more scars on his body than I've had drinking parties. You interrupt the soldier. Enough talk. Hold your tongues while we are at the gate. I will talk to the guards. And Holt, try to be as inconspicuous as possible. Okay. Damn, I forgot Flame left. Yes, sorry. Well, we have played about 1.5 hours, a little bit more. 1 hour and 40 minutes of Ash of Gods, approximately. Shek. Not Shrek, but Shek comes up to us. The commander of this guard approaches you and requests to see your papers. He leaves through them, eyeing your party suspiciously. Holt, especially. I don't trust the look of this guy. Checking the papers. Traveling from Alpius, I see. Well, your papers are in order. Please see me one by one. By Chiranan law, your swords must be sealed at the gate. You may remove the seal only when leaving the city. Turning to Holt. You'd make some good call that great king of Chiranan's guard, boy. You're the spitting image of his grandson. I hear it quite often, but I'm afraid I must decline. It would be unwise to me to rely solely on the monarch's grace. What if I fall out of favor? I'd rather avoid the courts and throne rooms as much as possible. You shouldn't show your faces in a palace if you don't expect to find yourself in the king's good graces. I know all of your names, travelers, so it's time I introduce myself. Shek, commander of the guard at your service. What use are your services to us outside of Ursus?
The town walls can hardly stop the plague. Whether it's small village or a capital city, the great disaster cares not. Poor peasants or wealthy noble, doesn't matter.
Or a commander, so you'd rather depend on your own metal if things go awry, am I wrong?
Well, your babies seem fine. You even have a mark from the stockade by the Ark. How's my old pal Vegan holding up?
He's having a rough time. Strange warriors in masks are attacking the stockade. Twice while we were there. We helped Vegan to push them back, but he won't last much longer if help isn't sent.
So that's how it is. I hadn't mere seconds to spare for him. Damn it, we need to send in reinforcements. Welcome to Ursus, gentlemen. I'll not detain you a second longer.
Thank you very kindly. I find it somewhat distracting that they hold the same pose all the time. Hey, what's so bad about being in the same pose all the time? He did have a nice mustache though, yes. Don't trust anyone with that mustache, eh? So there's Teek's Inn. This inn belongs to an old friend of yours. Perhaps you should drop by. The inn, of course. Then there's a small shop. And the man here. Onda's house. A prominent healer lives here when she's not busy roaming the world, that is. Then there's burnt down house. This house was burnt down recently. And of course we can talk to Hode. Hode's been on edge ever since you arrived in town. It'd be a good idea to see what's gotten into him. Yeah, totally. They're standing still because they are saving energy for the next fight. Absolutely. Let's go and talk to Hode at least. First. You've been a bundle of nerves since we arrived in Ursus. Afraid they'll notice you. Then cover your face with a rag or something. No one's gonna bother looking at you. Zuck's already noticing me. What could bring the commander of the guard to the gate, I wonder? I didn't even understand what you were discussing. I think Shex offered to lend us a hand, and wholeheartedly turned him down. Not the brightest idea, in my opinion, unless Shex didn't give us away. Don't you understand? We're at his mercy. Maybe he's trying to benefit by selling me out to my grandpa. What's done is done. Nothing we can do now. We just need to be more careful next time. How did you manage to get into a fight with your grandfather? As a person who has stayed in a one person for quite a few hours now, I'm offended. Yes, I am too, Visineko, I am too. Hadn't thought about that, Well, I do turn my head quite a bit, so I guess I'm not 100% in one pose. If you don't have any beard, or at least a stubble, then it's a pedo beard, You know, Platonis, I have never seen my father without a mustache. It is true, I haven't seen him either without a mustache. I like to think that people in this world only communicate through sights and It's possible. And I never seen mine at all. Good that you're joking. Same as all these other grad kids, stepping out of line gets you more than you bargained for. Even my dad tries to stay out of my grandfather's way to avoid his frat. That's why he hit me away and is laying low himself. Do royal families not teach children to respect the elders? It's not just your well-being that should be on your mind, but the whole kingdom's. I kept to myself until I was 17. Then they got the idea to marry me off to a Keponan princess. She was 15 years older and ugly as a reaper. I don't want to spoil the Jeranan bloodline with the generations of hideous hairs. Well then, I've got no more questions. I saw that princess of yours and I'm still having nightmares. Okay, so she was truly a terrible looking princess. Good to know. I think your father ought to give us a handsome reward. I mean, by protecting you, we're protecting the pool of Girana. The reaping is upon us. Shouldn't you get back to the palace? And I'm fine. Fine enough. If that's the case, then fine enough. I've been told once that he saved them anyway, but my mother told him to grow them back because he looks so weird. Well, of course, if you're so used to seeing someone with it, then it's gonna be weird not to have it. So that happened with my friend's parents. Same even. Yep, definitely can imagine that. Maybe I'll do it if my father was here too. I won't be going to my granddad alone. I've been sent to join the Alpius regiment to sort myself out and learn to respect my elders. I can't exactly get up and leave. The geezer is not cruel enough to excuse his own granddad, is he? If we don't part ways now, you're going to take stray arrow to the head. And that'd be it for me. I'll be off the hook, but if my granddad realized it was you who got us all out of Alpius and led from one end of the kingdom to the other, then your life is on the line. My pleas to the king will fall on deaf ears. We need to get through to my father if we want to sort this out. Okay. Alright, I hear you. I heard enough about the king of Girana values the lives of others. I won't be risking my neck. Won't you get us into trouble? It seems so weird to ask this, but yeah, won't you get us into trouble? Why would I? I don't want any trouble. I'm good at following orders and keeping my nose clean. I'm concerned that your father might send a search party or two. Since you're not home yet, he might think that I'm holding you hostage. That's exactly why sending me away isn't the brightest idea. If I remain by your side, I can put in a good word for you during the inquiry. Makes sense. You should stick with us, I suppose. Just don't get yourself killed. Well, we've still got some unfinished business. Do these people always have conversation with weapons drawn? Yes, yes they do. And clearly posing for the cameras, yes. Directly connected to a single post problem. Yes, kinda yes. Don't you have your weapon at hand all the time, guys? Truly. Let's visit the shop if there's anything interesting. Terrifying surgical instrument. In the right hands, this kit can heal even the gravest of wounds in no time. Wow. That's pretty good. It's 1000. Heals 2 levels of injury per day while resting. That's not bad. What is this? It gives health plus 20, not bad. A very old ring engraved with a family crest that's nearly impossible to make out now. Ancient as it may be, it hasn't lost its magical properties and endows the wearer with vigor and endurance. Not of course something we would even remotely be able to get. Then of course there's so many of these things too. Takes your party 1 round forward in time. That's actually a very interesting one. Like, could you then be like using the same guy quicker again if you would want to? That's a very interesting card. And yes, I don't have enough money, but I don't want this anyways. It's not that great. It's good, but it's not that great. Walking speed plus 1 is of course nice, but on the other hand, I love this. That's a lot of price for 22 Strixes. I don't know. Miraculous healing. But that just heals everyone. I'm not sure if it's good. And then the stone skin increases defense by 20, which is nice. I'm very tempted to get this though. Like, just in case. Freud's notes don't have much of a place in modern psychology anymore. Yeah, not quite. Nietzsche even talking about philosophy too. I'm not sure. I'm tempted to either buy the Strixes, which I could just barely afford, or to buy the Healer's Pack. But we do have a decent amount of Strixes still, so it might be enough. It might also be that it's not enough, but I'm kind of too tempted to get this, in all honesty. The only bad thing is that we kind of, if we want these sort of cards, we would have to start getting them pretty much soon, for sure. Food to pound down the weapons, to fire and flame, to psychology. Interesting. I'll get this. I'm not sure. I hope this isn't used up. At least assume that that shouldn't be able to happen. Sure. We'll have that then. So I do still have 500 if I want to go and start getting like the stone skin to full, which would be nice enough. It does increase defense by 20, but I kind of feel that maybe I should save a little bit of money now. So let's see. Can you use this? I hope. Maybe. Not sure how that will work, but hopefully. And then let's go and visit the men here. Yes, let's go visit the men here. Never take Kira to shop with me, you'll go broke. Sorry, but there's just useful stuff to buy. Guard stops you by the men here. No trespassing, sorry, but those are the temple orders, but don't you fret. Not the first time you've closed it off. We've closed it off. Just let it accumulate some power and it'll get back to healing people again. For now, it's off limits. Vi pulls you aside. What was his voice? Maybe we should ask the local monks about this. Who knows, they may grant us passage in return for a favor. Although I, myself, may end up being stationed at the temple. You ponder whether it's worth risking sending Vi away to get to the men here. The local abbot might try to get his hands on the wandering monk. On the flip side, it'd be unwise to let such an opportunity slip by. Great guard voice. Glad that you enjoyed the guard voice. Something Vi-ish, yes. I don't know. Yeah, the problem is indeed just the fact of the lack of money, not the fact that I want to buy a lot of stuff. I don't want to lose Vi. I'm afraid that we'll lose Vi as a companion if we just send him to the abbot, and I want to be keeping Vi. So tell Vi to accompany you rather. You pat Vi on the shoulder. Let's not bother the temple servants, agreed? Besides, I may need your help. We should get out of here and find another way to save our skins. We might still be able to find a work in Menhir. Maybe. Well, let's go and visit the burned down house then. This house was burned down recently. A burnt down house draws your attention. You inspect it and the other houses nearby. What kind of battle took place here? Cleta also looks around. Why do you think there was a battle here? A broken door and some shattered windows? Seems pretty normal during a fire. You chuckle. Why would the firefighters besiege the house? See the arrows stuck in the walls near the windows. And all this blood on the pavement. They didn't even attempt to scrub it off. Ursus may be less safe than I thought. That sounds dangerous. Cleta looks around. And here I was wondering why the streets are so empty. Almost no travelers at the gate either. But the town's swarming with guards. What's going on here? It's already over, you correct her. Otherwise they wouldn't have let us into the town or ordered to seal our weapons. We need to ask the locals what happened here. So, Unda's house or Teek's Inn. Let's go to visit Teek, I'd say. Not sure if we can do both, but I want to visit Teek's Inn. So, this inn belongs to an old friend of yours. Perhaps you should drop by whatever voice I'll be able to manage to get him. But anyways. Hello, Teek. I haven't seen you in ages. Why is this place so empty? Used to be packed. Torn Brenin, good health to you and a hearty appetite. I never dreamed I'd see you. Oh, and you have companions. To be frank, I haven't had many clients lately. Such are the times we live in. Well, you can play host now. You're still a good cook, I hope. Arrange to have the table set and come with me. We need to talk privately. Tell me, what's new in Ursus? A million things. An enchanted bell, an unknown plague, and some white mask evil spirits. Tell me about the Shard Bell. It sounds familiar. At the very least. The big bell, the one in the town hall, began ringing all by itself when the commotion happened. It went on and on. All sent there were cooked alive. A display of sorcery if I ever saw one. It's been ringing in Albius unendingly too. Wait, it's not ringing now, is it? Yeah, the bell just started ringing all by itself, then it stopped, just as suddenly. Anyone who knew why, they kept quiet about it. Not like your story about Albius is that special either. A merchant from Hyberg dropped by yesterday, said the same thing happened there. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same all over Terminium. One can only guess what happened and why. Has the plague reached Ursus too? According to the townsfolk, the corruption spread everywhere now. At least the temple servants have ointments for that. They won't give you a supply of it, but they'll put some on your neck. They've got loads of the stuff. Seems like they anticipated all this. Did a demon appear here? Did anyone go crazy? Gods forbid. What are you saying? Telling us horrific tales? Although there were murmurs that the reaping was coming. You know that old legend. Those who spoke of it were immediately brought to heel by the king, however. No good comes from spreading panic among the common folks. So the king says there's no reaping at all. Not in Ursus, nor anywhere else. Maybe it's for the best. Are the masked killers NCs? NCs, NCs, I have no idea. All I know is that a couple of days ago, some really evil spirits slunk into town. Killed an awful lot of good folk before the gods took them down. They're still hunting the rest of them in the forest around the city. Smirking. What evil spirits are you talking about? Maybe those are just Riesian's spies. Do I look like a fool to you? Riesians are still people, even if they're being touched by the gods a little too much. Those corpses, on the other hand, are absolute vermin. Who knows how many are still in town? I doubt the king has tightened security on a whim. Why are you keeping your inn open then? What if they attack again? Bite your tongue. I'd be keeping my place open by orders of His Majesty. It's, how did they put it? To prevent the commoners' daily lives from being disturbed and stemming the spread of unwanted rumors. Okay, for that reason. They were smoking incense out of the houses. You talking about the broken houses? That's where the abominations tried to hide from the king's troops. They've been ransacked and set ablaze. Why no one's been seen to the repairs? Nobody even washed the blood off the pavement yet. They say this place is cursed now. The vermin's blood has been spilled, corrupting everything. Nobody will even approach without the temple servants. No thieves digging their necks out of this one, and the temple servants already have their hands full.
Hey.
You're a superstitious lot. Well, have it your way. Your beliefs are none of my concern. Screw the trouble, let's talk about something else. Whatever you say, friend, what do you want? Why do you have Berkan and Flax here in Ursus? Stupid King doesn't want commodities, so he don't admit insert bad thing here is real, and so they will die from that very evil thing in the near future. Yes, that's pretty much it. That's how it's gonna be. These Galdron heads are talking about war. Something about the Northerns testing the strength of our borders. As soon as Prince Treek returns, he'll lead the allied Berganan army. Our king, God protects him, is a bit too old for the thick of battle. Where could the prince be on the eve of war? Why isn't he leading troops in the capital? The prince hasn't been on speaking terms with his father for a couple of years. Some kind of argument, apparently. They'll have to reconcile now that the war looms over us. The army will gather here instead of the capital, since we're closer to the border. Prince Treek will return. He has no choice.
He's kind of here, but he doesn't really want to return. Just saying.
We'd better get some crop and get down to work.
Hey.
Consider it done, old friend, and then you'll tell me the news. Where you've been and what you've seen. Wait. What's that noise outside? I was wondering what was that noise outside too, because I was thinking that suddenly someone started to be doing that, so yeah, it was basically a choice, one or the other place, which is kind of unfortunate. I wish that I would have been able to visit the healer too, but I wanted to visit here. Expecting some company. Looking out of the window. Dad, there's a squadron of guards dismounting. They also have Uncle, Pran Vishti. Damn it, if he's got guards with him, then we'd rather avoid confrontation altogether. Teak, is there some kind of a back entrance? Bran and I can't stand each other. I'd rather the situation not devolve into a pissing match.
Huh?
And yes, a little bit foreboding. Music is promising, nothing bad is happening for sure. Nothing bad. Those are no gods, Thorn. More like your brother-in-law's hired goons. They pretend to guard the city, but are actually just a bunch of cutthroats. Shek would only lend guards to Bran over his dead body. Okay, so Shek is a good guy, but... yep. You decide on your course of action. Should you cautiously stay away or look your sworn enemy in the eye? Oh dear, what do we wanna do? I don't know. We're saying no way I'm running away from that scoundrel or Teak. We're moving out. We still need to visit Unda. I would like to visit Unda too, though. Decisions, always so difficult. Or at least sometimes difficult. Sometimes it's easy enough to choose, but in this case I'm like, I don't know what I want to choose actually. In some sense it would be fun to just stay and look your him into the eye and all that. Not running away from the scoundrel. Think you can win? I should be able to win. But then we definitely won't be going and visiting Unda. Might be good not to jump into a fight if not necessary. Yes, it would, of course. We definitely will probably get at least some sort of an injury from it. But I don't know. Anyone else want to contribute to the idea? But hey, if you want to kill some people, I'm into it. Kill them all. Main kill burn. Sorry, case embarks me. Well, there's no flame rush here though, so I don't know if the flames will work. That's kind of a good question. Will the flames work? But in all honesty, like, he likes to protect his daughter, which would be the reason to go and visit the Unda. But he kind of would also just not be running from the scoundrel. Run away. Let's go see Unda, I'd say. Yeah. He would stay here unless his daughter would be here, and the daughter should be going and visiting the doctor or the healer, Unda. So let's go and do that then, I guess, just for that reason. Take, we're moving out. We still need to visit Unda. What about the horses? We had left our stuff there. Whatever, I'll look after your horses. They'll be at the stables near the gate. You can come get them anytime. Just go already. Okay, well, our horses are there, but I just like to say Unda. Unda. Okay, well, Unda's house. A prominent healer lives there, and I'm kind of afraid if we actually lost the stuff or not, as in our horses and all. But, well, I guess we'll see. So, Unda's house, a prominent healer lives there, when she's not busy roaming the world, that is. You find Unda's house and knock on the door. There's no answer, but the door slowly opens. You enter. The house seems empty, but the door to the courtyard is open. You feel like you should be on your guard. Hold. Watch the entrance. Who knows who else wants to pay us a visit. I don't like it here. What's that smell? Potions? Alright, let's check the courtyard. If Unda isn't there, it means we missed her again. Oh dear. Okay. This seems a little bit dangerous. Philia. Registered healer. You see a woman by the stone table in the courtyard. She notices you and flinches. If you are here looking for Unda, she's not here anymore. I'm her daughter, Philia, but I don't deal in healing or fortune telling. Please leave. Cleda steps forward. Sheila sent us here, told us Unda would be of service. She also asked us to tell you that the sword should be preserved. Philia closes her eyes for a moment and then looks to the tabletop. You draw closer and notice a magic shark onto the stone. Behind you. This seems promising. You hear a scream coming from the house and turn sharply. Enzi swarm from the house in troubles. You ready your weapons and notice that Philia's gone. Maybe that's for the best. She's just getting your way. I guess we will have still our full group. Imagine you start a fight with your uncle and his guards kill Prince and King hears about it. Oh boy, yes. Well, I shouldn't take hold if he's supposed to be guarding the entrance, so just for that reason I won't. Even if it's kind of funny to think of it like that. Maybe I should still have you as the archer, to be honest. Though, considering you have no injuries. Do I want to have Fisk or someone else? Do I want to have you? I would like to get you to at least 2nd level though. You are already at 3rd level. So there's that. I'm not sure even if I should be getting all of them into level ups, but... Does this game have permadeath? It does have permadeath if you get like 4 of these injuries. Like Flit here has 1 injury at this moment, but if you get 4, as I understand, the character dies. So at that moment, and the perma injury in the sense that, yeah, these skulls stay all the time unless you go and specifically heal them. So... yeah, just look totally easy. Just murderize. Just like that, no problem. In some sense I want to take Hoth though. Maybe I want to let Y gain level up though. Ramlim is useful though, too. Maybe I'll take Hoth instead of Fisk. Fisk got the injury last time around. These two both have, of course, an injury too, but... let's try. Yep, brain damage. Okay, these are not as easy though, for sure. So this guy is again the healer guy, yes. But I think these are the dangerous one. Sweeping blow, pummel, and then devastating strike. I guess that's not as bad as I feared it would be. But what about you? Yeah, you are the... Yeah, you are the one that I have to kill ASAP. You're absolutely one that I just have to go and kill. So I'll try to put my archer here so we can try to go and shoot him immediately. Yeah, seriously, or... Do you have this immediately available? The really powerful attack? Energy, increase your energy. Yeah, but it would be more like for the energy. Spirit armor is nice, of course. Deal 28 damage. I want to kill this freaking thing. You are a healer. Yes. Others are healers, but you are going to be a problem if you stay alive. So, of course, everyone is going to be a problem at one point or another, but still, that guy is definitely going to also be a problem. I'd say, at least, personally, so... Maybe I'll try something like this. Then you try to move from there. Sure. I want to kill this guy ASAP. I think I'll just sacrifice immediately for the dead shot, to be honest. Yeah. Then hopefully I can go and kill him. It might also be that he uses it something like that immediately, which could be bad, but he used a card of some kind. Not sure quite what he did with the card, but something he did for sure is. From here I could attack against that guy. I think I will, even though it means that you're in a dangerous position, which I don't like. But I don't think I want to be taking anyone else into there. Let's get you a little bit more speed up. So we can... No, that didn't still help into actually getting that much of a speed up. Well, I will risk it for the biscuit, so to speak. And hopefully I can kill you with this. I can't yet, which is annoying. You have 1 health. 1 freaking health. Yep, and then you do your thing. So you die, but you also kill someone, so great. I should have used the card. I have the one where it reduces health by 10. I should have used that. I'd say. I should have just used that one. But too late now, of course. Well, I'll take you into here. Into a defensive position. Or maybe I'll take you instead. But then that's really far if I go all the way into there already. So I don't necessarily want to do that. But yay, we got a kill. But... yeah, indeed. Okay, Fire Emblem game I played went way too long. Okay. Went on way too long. I haven't played it. I don't remember what kind of a game Fire Emblem was. Yeah, increase your defense. And then you can end your turn, I'd say. And yeah, you come to attack host, which is in no way surprising, and also our archer, which I do not like. You heal. So maybe our archer can stay alive. And then he's just increasing health, of course. I guess I'll come into here and try to deal some damage. You're in a dangerous position, but not necessarily too bad. Can't do that, of course. So parry it is, I think, that I want to do. You do have 10 health, so I will probably just kill you with the card then. At least we had some defense, but of course he kind of broke our defense, which is annoying. So this will be used on you, so you will be dead. It's not too far from this style of game, alrighty. Personally, after watching you play Kid, I doesn't want to be under your command. To release the 1 in 3 parts, it was too much game to play, at least for me. Okay. So someone else came into this position, right? that we wouldn't even have available as of yet. So how far can you move? You can move only one step basically at the moment. At least without using energy, that is. These guys are too far to do any harm to us right now, at least anything much. Just a question, how do we try to deal with this situation? I could try to back down with you just a little bit, or I could try to go into here and try to attack this guy, who is a healer. Which wouldn't be the worst idea, but I'm not sure if it's the best either, though. Can't attack from there. I could attack from here to that guy. That's also an option for sure. To deal some damage to that personnel over there. Let's do that, I guess. No sense taking the energy, to be honest. So I'll just make some damage, do some damage. They're increasing attacks, I think, there, which is just lovely. You can attack from this position, so I think I'll at least take you a little bit further away then, so you might be a little bit more protected. Do I want to take health or energy? Well, let's try to get his energy down, I guess. At least you have a little bit more health, I guess. Okay, so now they can also do whatever they wish with whatever characters. I should have probably played that too, to be honest. I could move you and just do a pushback to this guy, I think. There, let's get some counter-attack. Then at least some of them are in a little bit more safety, but he used almost all of his energy to come and attack, and he killed. Yes, lovely. And then there was... I don't actually know what that was, considering that guy got killed, yes, but... So what was that strike supposed to be exactly? Or why he died too? That I can't completely understand, in my honest opinion, but okay. But yeah, this is going to be difficult to win, for sure, at this point. I shouldn't have lost him, basically, is my opinion. And while I did, it's going to be very difficult to anymore win. Well, come in here. Increase his attack. Well, I could also try to attack this guy, but it's almost does no damage anyways, so... Increase health then. What is that guard thing, or why is that happening exactly? I'm not quite sure. Well... So annoying when he's almost dead. Health to 5 to a random enemy unit increases energy by 2. Yeah, I don't have a feeling that I'm going to be able to win this one. Because it just feels that it's a very not easy situation here to try to actually win. And sure, I could kill him like this, but it just feels like it's not that good of a choice. I can attack also against energy, right? Yeah, then I can at least kill this guy, so I guess I'll do that then. At least kill one out of the game. But yeah, then you're coming down there and attacking two at the same time. No, it's just a lot of damage. Just simply a lot of damage. Well, maybe I can win, but it's going to be difficult regardless. I really wish that I would have the... some of those other guys alive. I have just watched a Let's Play so I can get the stories. Giving up getting into this again, too much grinding, okay. All the time grinding. That is a lot of gameplay though, 300 to 400 hours. 1 in 3 parts. It was too much game to play, at least for me. Alrighty. Understandable. In a stream, maybe, but that might be a bit too much. Yeah. There's still time for me to read properly to the end. Okay. Yeah. I guess I'll do this so we can kill this guy. I didn't mean to press that button. Just perform this attack so we can kill one more. Okay, you're coming from all the way there. At least we had a little bit of defense. Doesn't really make me that happy when my people are so dead. But at least... What the hell do I want to do? I want to get their energy levels absolutely down. I can't really do even that at the moment, so that's good. Yep. I'm not happy with this situation whatsoever. That guy also possibly could try to attack from there, though it seems very far that he would have to be going and moving, but still. I'll just use this, I guess, to at least heal him a little bit. First, discard. So that he will be a little bit safer for the moment, but all of this again can move, so that's dangerous, very, very dangerous. Kind of hate to move with you because you at least have 7 defense at this very moment. Guess I'll move you a little bit back and then just try to heal right now and see what or who they use exactly. Your energy is very low though right now. Okay, and he's moving immediately with this guy. Yeah, I don't think I can win. At least you still have the defense, which is the only cute side about this. Well, we really can't ever use the higher level cards, I would have to say. You're still barely alive. This is kind of very surprising, I gotta say. I can never get these cards. It seems like the turns go so slowly in here, and I'm not quite sure why, because we do still act a lot of turns with the characters, so I'm not 100% sure I understand that. And yes, F indeed, they pay the respects. Well, stories can still look good if you see a twist coming. Yeah. Well, it's good that you enjoy the stories nonetheless. I don't know how much that will be helping even if I would use that. So... You can't even heal at the moment, so that's great. So I guess I would have to do something with this guy just because at least I can still do something. Increase your counterattack. Well, sure, I could do that, but I'm not even sure that's really worth it here because you have 2 health. So I don't see how I can survive from this, at least when I lost this guy in that early of a point at all. Yep. And what is that lightning strike exactly? Because they were able to kill someone, there's a lightning strike? Still kind of very strange to me. Can I do anything into there? No, so just meditate then I guess. At least you have more energy. Not that it helps at all. Well, we have to just do this again and actually try to win. Yeah. And more damage to me. So yeah, I have to be very careful in this battle for sure. Sure. Wow, -5 damage. But I was looking that they had a lot of these guys in here right now in this battle. A lot of them. Wow, I get your energy down. Woohoo. I have 9 of that. I don't know exactly what that guy did, but it did something. This third turn. Wow. I'll reduce your defense. Wow. Can do something. Games have been kind of left in the shadow from my other hobbies. Alrighty, Tayunta. Yeah. And I play more when I actually record. EDC for sure is. Well, you're almost dead. Woohoo! You're almost dead. Just almost. This is a must. Wow. You actually killed one of them that had a relatively decent amount of health. These two don't have nearly as much, but you still got me because I didn't have energy. So yay. Play again. Okay. Do I want to take this, guys, or do I want to do something different? I might just take 2 archers maybe this time around. Maybe I shouldn't take this guy. Maybe I'll take you instead. Hold. Sure, let's try this. Yep, they all just fell in this battle. I do still think that I want to shoot an arrow into this guy, but if I do, then I should just go and use the guard to actually kill him with the reduced health. All for sure, I'd say. That's absolutely something I should then just do and not let them do what they did just a moment ago. That is definitely not a good idea. Actually, you also start there, so maybe I can try to go and kill this guy with the other archer. We'll see if this will work out, and maybe I should have changed some cards, but anyways. Dead shot. You are, of course, in a high danger right away. And this time around, he moved immediately. At least they didn't get a kill, but that doesn't... Well, on the other hand, I guess I shouldn't be at least worrying about using the guard immediately, because I can just shoot him dead after all, or kill him otherwise. I can even just move you there if I really want. Not that I necessarily do. I don't know, maybe I should still use the card, but it just kind of feels a waste when actually he decided to attack. Can I attack him from here too? Yeah, I can. So I'll do that with you Archerini. This time around, on the other hand. So at least he's dead. He won't be doing any more of those attacks. No, he wasn't dead because I used it to the energy. Why did I do that? And then you would have come all the way there. Sure, you didn't kill anyone, but you damaged 2 of my people almost dead. So, yeah, not good. In some sense, of course, I do feel that it was kind of nice that he came all the way there, yes, but... Kind of just wondering how far some of them can actually move. They can't all get all the way into here, certainly enough. This guy can get pretty far, though. Don't think that that's useful. I could try to use the spirit armor, but I think then I should be moving someone closer first. At least, like maybe position you just into here at the moment and just prepare to be on the defense, I guess. Sure, let's try to do the retaliation and then maybe do the defense with you onto him. Of course, it doesn't immediately help, and of course you came all the way down there. So yeah, you would be able to get to... I should restart this battle if I can. Yeah, play the battle again. That's not going to be a good idea or good start at all. Mistakes were made, kiddo. Yes, mistakes were made. So do I want this group? He can be very useful if we just get him into a battle. But I guess I shouldn't be putting quite as many into the front line after all. Just like trying to move these guys is sometimes a little bit difficult. Okay. Maybe put you into there then. Maybe put you into there and have you here. Sure. No one is next to each other too much mayhap right now. So yeah. Just shoot nonetheless first, I think. And he wanted to move again immediately, which is very annoying for sure, is very annoying. This time I could get into a decent position into there, but I'm not sure if that's the best or not. Not sure if that's the best. I could come into here with you and get the kill, and then maybe start to be doing defensive armors for you and everything like that. On the other hand, I would love to get a kill with her, so that I might be able to actually get you to heal a little bit. You can attack, but only if you get all the way close. So I don't quite love that. I could, of course, just try to heal you a little bit immediately. Maybe I'll do that instead for the moment, before moving even more forward. Okay, he did that sort of a thing. I don't know if I should move all the way into here. I might, but that's very risky. Nonetheless. So yeah, if I move with someone, I think I'll move with you. I'll try to be a little bit risky. I'm not sure I should be, but I'm gonna try to be nonetheless. So you were the guy that I especially wanted dead. Yes, I absolutely want to have you dead. Increase your defense a little bit. And yeah, I can kill you if I really want, like that. Or I can just decrease your health a little bit. Maybe I'll do that at the moment. Nonetheless. Not sure if I have to kill him right away. That guy was got healed, which is fine, I guess. I could do the spirit armor from here, or from here. It only would use very minimal amount of your energy actually, so sure, I'll do that. Even though you are in a more dangerous position then. So maybe I shouldn't have, but oh well. I'll increase your defense regardless. Maybe I should have stayed all the way here. Even though, to be honest, this surely shouldn't be able to get all the way into here, like in any way. Increases your energy. And deals damage to their energy. So in that way, I could kill your energy, yes. But you wouldn't be dead yet. So I don't think that's the most useful thing. So... Or I could increase her attack power. Which is pretty good. But it's dangerous to use. So I'll just do this, I think. Just take some of this guy's energy down. And now you pay for your mistakes. You don't remember how badly or well you handled this battle. I don't know if you had the same difficulty level too. The fights may be going better this time. I had a bad start for sure. But at least the defense is good with him at the moment. Not necessarily the full time though. This is of course a very nice one, but... not sure I want to use that right now. I guess I would want to be shooting this one with you. I could kill you I think I'll do that then. At least there's no more health coming in for him then. So that's something. To get one death. Don't like you. Yeah, they're taking our armor down, which is very annoying. Very, very annoying. I can easily bring you here to attack. So I think I will. Yeah. Let's do that. Increases defense of a party member until next turn. Well, so that he doesn't have quite as low a defense, like -2 is pretty good, bad. Though I of course didn't think get any attack off, which isn't exactly best either. Reduces your attack by 1. This uses so much of our health. On the other hand, I guess I should just kill this guy while I can. Just to make sure that he's dead. Because otherwise I would be quite worried that wouldn't be the case. Okay, so now they can move with anyone they want, when I cannot, of course, do such a thing. So then it's just my choice. Do I wanna go where to attack, or do I just want to try to stay, like, out of battle? But I feel that we still should rather attack than not attack. This is so dangerous. Damage received is equally split, I think, is the best I can hope to have in this case. So this would take 12 damage, but that wouldn't kill you. Heavy strike would kill you, yes, I'm sure. Well, no, it wouldn't even kill you, so that's the problem. This isn't really a best sort of a way to attack in any way, I'd say. No, I didn't want to do that. But it's done now, so that's bad. I was thinking that can I see how I am attacking, but that didn't quite work that way. But yeah, it's like immediately if one of my guys dies, then they get that sort of a bonus, which is a huge problem, obviously enough. Just a little bit. Yeah, I could do the onslaught, but it feels so silly to do the onslaught when there isn't a better target to do the onslaught against. On the other hand, we could kill you, but sure about that. Takes so much of your health away. We could try to stay pretty far while attacking with you, so I guess I could try to do that. Did one of just yawn? To be honest, I am the true hero for staying awake. I can't believe I'm still awake, yep. I don't remember anymore how exactly my mom said. Something about aloitus momenti. Well, I have no idea, Sare, about that. Oh, I guess I'll just shoot you. In the meantime. Yay, and you're going to our auto archer, which is just perfect. And that will damage one of our other party members. I kind of feel that I should take here more higher health people, because whenever they just kill one of us, it's really, really bad for us, for like certainty. It's so bad whenever they do that. Well, just kill it. Just at least kill that unit. And still, like, he does so much damage with that sort of attack. Welp. trying to select you. Well, if I went all the way here, I would use all my energy. And this takes energy, so that's not gonna exactly help. Unless, do I attack all around that way then at least? I'm not sure. I'll test it, I guess. Yeah, at least I deal damage to all of these around them, so that's decent, I guess. And pushing back a little bit. Unless you can't do that well then anymore, but you're gonna get all the way there anyways. So this definitely isn't going well enough. It's something I can say. I guess I'll try to do the... Yeah, I can't do this anymore. So, increases attack of a party member and walking distance by 1. That is of course something that maybe I should try to do. Well, no, he had that. I was already thinking that, why do I see it like that, but... So, does not end turn, so just do that then. To him. And... attack of a party member. It's still probably better than the other choice, so... I should probably do that boosting way more at the start, but it's a little bit of a problem sometimes. I'm kind of happy you went there, but on the other hand, I guess I'm not happy because you were able to immediately just kill him too, so yeah. It just feels very difficult to try to win this battle, for sure, at the moment. Very difficult. Very, very difficult. Okay, only thing that comes to my mind is something like gathering the momentum and getting up from the sofa, so I don't know. I believe it's a very good joke. You can all believe I told a good joke. Yeah, totally. Very good joke, Sare. Very good joke. Well, I guess I'll try to do something against you. Let's do that, so that you might have some chance to actually survive. Some minimal chance. Pretty much as everyone dies from this group. I do think that I need as many people with higher health as I can, because these guys do deal a lot of damage. It's very difficult to try to kill them. I think you'll do that for sure now. This not end the turn, so yeah. Or use the spirit armor way more and better. As many as can't attack you now would be beneficial, as in you. Energy by 24, so we can kill this guy, yay! Woohoo! That's almost my one hope, but this one, again, won't be a victory. There's just too many. And you're healing, yay! That's just freaking great. That's just great. Then I would be using pretty much all my energy, so that's also not a very good thing at all. They have difficulty getting to us too, though, so maybe I should try to use that to my advantage. Reduces. Let's try to do this, I guess. That's a little bit of a bad stuff for you. At least we still have the defense. That's like the one thing why I thought that maybe I'll try to do it this way. But because we still had the defense. And you still have if I do something else. Who has the most health? I guess you're the biggest threat in general. So I'll try to do this for you, I guess. Well, the 11 defense didn't help against that attack anyway, so yay! That's just freaking great. Well. And that would be the only way for me to attack. I kind of feel that then I want to just move. Sorry. I can at least attack from the distance a little bit, so it's no sense for me to be right there to attack you. Yeah, you did that much damage, yay! I'm like trying to see if I can in any way win this battle still. And I'm not sure if I can. Unless I can do this again. But it's taking my health even lower, so that's great. Can I use this? Yeah, I can. Let's use it. Maybe he can actually win this battle for us still. Barely. At least we got health from that after all. So they both are very, very low. We have energy. I'm kind of thinking that maybe I should indeed just skip a turn because they have a difficult time there, so they do their things there. That's all good and fine by me. Okay, how far can you move? Did you have attack that can deal damage to a line? This can, but you will kill yourself if you use it. So I'll move one step forward at least. And end the turn. Yay. Yeah, I'll take you with me. This seems so weird. Sort of a fight, I gotta say. Come to me. Please don't kill me. Phew. Attack! Attack! 150 energy though. We won. He alone did it. It might have contained something to do with kitkakerroin and other stuff, okay. Yeah, but anyways, the thing with within our family, the men are the ones who take forever to get going somewhere. Okay, it must have been a good joke with all those fancy words. That character has a fancy stroll for in the middle of a fight. Yes, well, sometimes it's better that way. Just go and stroll away. It's totally fine. Hey, we got some angry outburst fragments from this battle. Strixes and gold. And indeed, a victory with one character. Ramlin did it all. But, like, if you can just get really a good damage with energy, then he is your man. For sure. But that was a close battle. A lot of wounded people in our group now, for sure. Yay, woo! You rush into the house after the battle and find Holt leaning against the wall. He sits in a pool of blood. A blade shard stuck in his chest. An NC with a knife protruding from his eye socket lies nearby. Holt smiles. Still managed to get him, he whispers. Bastard didn't know who he was dealing with. Pelia pushes your way. She's holding some kind of flask. Let me through. The wound's severe. Don't get in my way. Get out of here. You leave Holt in the care of Philia, a healer, as luck would have it, and return to the backyard. You look over the NC's corpses and wonder if you should leave right now. When the gods show the prince mercy, the healer interrupts your thoughts. Philia looks exhausted but fulfilled. He'll leave. It may take a few weeks to sleep it off, but he'll be okay. You need to find him a good healer, though. Fixing him up was tough. Definitely not a job for amateurs. No, thank you, Philia. Whenever you success, it's helpful. Yeah, wonderful barely survives. A big thank you for saving me is in order. And we should thank you. And we're done with the pleasantries. I've got a couple of questions for you. What were the NCs doing here? Hiding. They were here for several days. They weren't going to kill me, but wouldn't let me go either. I cooked for them, dressed their wounds, and diverted those who came sneaking about. If I hadn't made myself useful, they'd have killed me right away. They probably still would have, eventually. They were lucky. Unda's house would be the last one the gods would check. From what I've heard, many find your mother intimidating. Some say she's a witch. Why did your guests leave the door unlocked?
You'd have to revive them to get an answer. Perhaps they wanted practice, but bit off more than they could chew. In any case, they're gone. Let me catch my breath. I was scared to death.
Did Unda teach you to heal?
If you won't talk, I'll tell you this. There's no Unda. Never has there been. I did all the healing. Unda was a kind of a scarecrow. I fed the citizens rumors of the witch, so most people avoided my house. That's all I really wanted.
Okay. Amazing. So it was you who started the rumors and pretended to be her daughter. Very clever, I grant you that.
The only other option is to become a healer at court. The king collects everything of quality. There are more temple servants in the palace than fleas on a stray dog. You know how they treat healers like me. We don't have the Inquisition here, like the Northerners, but they'd make my life miserable for me. They'd make my life.
Any landing you walk away from is success. Yes. Do you know who is Sheila?
I cannot expose her secrets, but I will tell you this. She is my mentor, my guardian, and more. If she says something, you'd better listen.
She didn't say much. If you're her student, can you give me advice? What should I do? How can we cure the plague? Is it even possible? Can we hope for divine help?
Don't ask for divine intervention, for the gods will give you naught. The menhirs won't cure during the reaping, because they absorb the poison from the air. There are other stones hidden, protected. They are salvation. You must go to Opakum as soon as possible.
What source was Sheila referring to?
There is no cut and dried explanation. It's all for rain, the reapings, the reapers. The land used to have a power of its own, but it's dormant now. Very few still possess it, but it lives in your daughter. Sheila never makes mistakes.
Are you saying that my daughter is special and needs protection? But from who or what?
From those who seek her power, or want to destroy it, or use it for their own ends. Don't ask me. Just protect your daughter.
Okay. Thank you. I've learned a lot.
What are you going to do now?
I don't know yet. I need to wrap my head around this. Will you let us stay while we recover? What's that noise out there? What noise? Oh, check game about. As you enter the house, you hear a muffled voice. Lord Pretty, by order of the king, you're under arrest. Open the door or we'll knock it down. Don't even think about fleeing. I have a perimeter of guards positioned outside. You turn to Philia. Can you lead us out of here, or at least save my daughter? Do you remember Sheila's advice?
Philia bites her lip and thinks for a moment. No, I can't lead everyone out. Only Cleta. Give me your hand, girl. Time is of the essence.
Okay, so Cleta is let out. Cleta hesitates for a moment, then meets your sullen gaze. She nods and follows Philia into the courtyard. You watch your daughter walk away, then take hold into your arms and go out into the streets. A full crowd of guards, mercenaries, and other soldiers waits for you. Next to their commander stands Bran Vichy. He grins maliciously when he sees you. Prince Ho? Paris? No, he's only wounded guards. Lift him up, carefully, and take him to the palace. Oh, don't pray that he lives. We've no proof of your other offenses just yet, but if the prince dies, there's no denying your role in that. In that case, we should say our goodbyes, Shek. Whatever happens to the prince next, there's no hope of a fair trial for my other offenses, if Bram has a hand in this.
Bran Vichti. You listen to him check, and you call yourself a commander. Search the house. He had his daughter with him. She's hiding somewhere. Find her. Teach your wife to make soup. Thought I doubt any kind of woman would have you. Boys, lead the prisoner to jail and shoo away the onlookers. The guards separate you from your companions and lead you away. You hear Bran swear in frustration. With a heavy heart, you follow the guards to a gloomy building. The gates squeak, and you soon find yourself in a cell. The other cells are empty. You decide to rest, but in a couple of hours, Jack and Bran return to pay you a visit. Oh, this is lovely. And yes, gosh darn it, Jack, don't live up to your mustache. I think he might. He said that there is no proof of my other offenses or your other offenses. He doesn't necessarily want that to us, but a lot of others, or the other guy has done a lot of stuff. He just isn't exactly on our side either. What's the thing, Dorn? Rules dictate that I allow your relatives to visit you. Branwich is technically your brother-in-law, and he insisted that a meeting be arranged. I just indulged him, alright. Sometimes even family ought to be ignored. That applies here. Have you just come to here to mock me? Aren't you afraid, Bran? After all, I'm not shackled, nor am I beaten half to death. You find it funny, eh? Well, I've got some news that you're gonna turn smile upside down. Some of it directly concerns your fate, and the rest is about your son, a daughter, and father-in-law. Where should I start? There, indeed. Tell about our kid. Was it Mac, our son? Tell me about Mac. Mac has been hanging around the Odolan King's court, hasn't he? Don't you know that the League of a small detachment to Rika to assist the Crown Prince of Isana? Despite the shiny displays of chorus, he was finally captured by cannibals, my tear-torn man-eaters. What a lovely person you are. You're lying. Why would I ever do such a thing? It's hardly a secret and easily provable. The word from Rika spreads fast. Oh wait, you're in prison. Not sure how I could forget. Well, I guess you'll have to take my word for it. Well, whatever. What do you want to hear next? Tell me about Stackett Fishty. My papa and I were saddened to learn that my dear sister has how do I put it? Passed on. That's probably old news for you. You obviously wouldn't have let Albus alone were she alive. Nevertheless, Count Shackett Vicky grieves deeply over the loss of his daughter. Mother will probably ask Tenor too, when he asks in Opakum. Who knows, maybe we'll learn something new. Don't worry, I'll tell you all about it. If I make it back before your execution, that is. And yes, very creepy smile from Visineko. Too. And creepy smiles from this guy. And this guy. Licky's death is not fault of mine. It's too much to hope that the news will serve as a death blow to your father. He's a tough nut to crack, so don't get too excited. You're just out to make me the villain, aren't you? At least I haven't killed any of my family, unlike someone I know. Well, whatever. What do you want to hear next? Tell me about Gleda. The actual news is that I'll find her very soon. No need to thank me. Family's got to look after each other after all. Thinking about this poor child's tribulations, I can't help but weep. All alone in the world with no place to call home. Or maybe you don't give two pins about your own daughter? That's actually good news. You don't know where Gleda is, which means I don't need to worry. Have to worry. You don't really think I'm going to reveal the whereabouts of the woman who, with my son's help, deprived you of your inheritance, do you? Such detestable insinuations. Your words wound me. I'm only concerned with my niece's well-being. Need I remind you that I am a representative of the Kingdom of Odala and the King of Girana's advisor? Perhaps I should ask the executioner to take this time removing your head. 3 stops instead of 1? 5 maybe?
Our execution has mastered his craft. It only takes 1 clean slice. He knows full well that I'll send him packing if he doesn't do his job properly. After all, I'm the commander of the guard here. Never thought I'd be glad to hear those words. But thanks, Shek.
Well, whatever. What do you want to hear next?
Well, tell me about my fate.
Your fate isn't a surprise. Prince Trix and the carrier pigeon requesting your entertainment. And so you have been. Why in the world did you take his son with you? Now the king wants your head, obviously. It's not like he has an endless supply of grandchildren.
Bran's right on this swan's horn. Pray to the gods that Prince Ho comes to his senses before you're executed. May will be soften the king's heart and he'll commute your sentence to life imprisonment. I hope the gods show mercy, and that Prince Ho, gets well soon. Just make sure to find a good healer, someone capable. The axe is already being sharpened for me, it seems.
No more news for today, Thornperrin, or for the rest of your life. See you at the scaffolds. Wouldn't miss it in for the world.
Yes. And he has so many creepy smiles. Takes the gate on creepy smile competition. Yes, Mr. Smile is the worst. And no proposals to go with it at the moment. Indeed. Apologies for Platonis. Okay. You really gotten yourself in a bind, Thorn. They'd need 2 executions just to get even. Trix letter also said you killed some local guards and townsfolk when you fled Albius. I guess it's good thing that you can't die twice. Pity about your mates on the floor below. Their fate's not sealed though. They could join the penal battalion and scrap their records clean with blood. They've been under your command, haven't they? Thanks for the tip, Shek. I'll relay the message during the execution. Now, please leave me to think. I have a lot on my mind. Sorry, can't do it. The law states that you're required to bathe. You need to be clean for the execution. Physically, at least. Yay. Peering into the cell next door, the moment I step out of the wash, they give me a cellmate. A girl, more so. This seems like the same girl that we met on the road who bit our arm and all the other guy's arm. Hello, who are you? Why did they throw you down here? Andra. This is no concern of yours, old fart. May the demons take you away. How foolish of me to hope for solitude in prison. It's rife with morons. Or are you just too shy to take a leak? Go for it. I'm not looking. I've seen enough already. What's that chevron on your sleeve? That's the Vichy coat of arms. Don't tell me you're Bran's bodyguard. Hey, you weren't just ogling, but actually looking. You know your coats of arms. Wait a moment. Are you Thornperrin? That maggot Bran's brother-in-law and arch-enemy? I must be his enemy since he considers me one. Rivalry, just like affection, is strong as within a family. Until death do us part. You seem to have lost this rivalry. You are in prison. Bran is not. All you can do now is keep calm and think happy thoughts. Happy thoughts, everyone. They didn't take her weapon. Of course they didn't take her weapon. Why would they take anyone's weapons? In a prison, it's not like that matters at all. Can't think of anything happy right now. My wife is dead. My daughter disappeared. My son is missing. I think he's in trouble. My country is plagued by the Reaping and I'm awaiting execution. And that's just for the starters. Some trouble you got into, man. I'll tell you what. Everyone has his own sorrows. Focusing on the simple thing will make you feel better. For example, I hit a certain bastard in the balls. That's a pleasant thought right there. Yeah, they actually did take our weapon, but not hers. Kind of strange indeed. Brand Vishy getting kicked by his own bodyguard. Unbelievable. Let me guess, you're from Raidana, aren't you? You must be an acolyte of the Monastery of Assassins who work in the shadows. The abode of the humble, isn't it? What made you serve what should you call him, a maggot? You have a keen eyesight and a keen mind. Is there anything sweeter than freedom? My sister and I were acolytes in the monastery, yes. The only way to leave was to be hired. Ironic, isn't it? My desire for freedom led us to serve Bran. Who knew that he'd turn out to be such a bastard? He started hitting on me. It'd be one thing if he were capable. But he's just a soft cock in fancy breeches. He said he'd flock me to death if I started talking too much. I won't stay here long, though. Will you turn into a bird and fly through the bars? Don't you want to fly away with me? Just say the word. Unless, of course, you're going to be asleep. That's just what I'm gonna do now. Sleep. So let's leave this pleasant exchange of ours there. You may be right. A soldier's first rule. Sleep whenever you can. Girls get special treatment. Most apparently it is a lot of equality in this. Maybe they think she might kill you and get that over with. Yep, that's also a possibility for sure.
Finding the key for a tricky lock
Yay.
is sometimes easier than finding the right approach with a person. Dissonant words are like broken tools.
I'm not sure if he will make it there in time to save us, but we'll see, I guess. If Thorn can be saved. But anyways, now we got into a new chapter, and this is going to be pretty much a perfect time to be ending for today, I'd say. Then we can again walk on the roads and everything, so just into the main menu. And I hope you all enjoyed some more Ash of Gods, even though that one battle did take me quite some while to actually survive through. And we survived through with one guy, so yeah, it's a little bit questionable. Yep, pretty far into the night, yes, for sure, we is pretty far into the night. Good, that was fun. So okay, I'm gonna be stopping the recording, so thank you everyone for watching here on Twitch and later on also on YouTube, and see you then in the next time. Bye bye till then.